Losing myself and finding my strength, came to the conclusion that I want it all. Feeling that pressure of trying to do better. I want to reach heights, but too scared to fall. Too scared of failure, way more scared of feeling regret from not even trying. That's terrifying. I understand that chasing my goals, I bury my clocks because it take time. I gotta go, I already know. If I want to grow, you reap what you sow. That be the case. Planting my seeds and water my base. Yeah, I made mistakes. Yeah, I know you grow in your garden, but watch for the snakes. The people that act like you crazy for trying to stay far away. They don't think it's possible. I think it's possible. That is just hate. Yeah, they hate themselves because they on the shelf while you create a life that you love. A life that you love. Yeah. Loving the fact you're improving yourself. Decided that you would not settle. Decided that you got the drive to do it. The road got bumping your foot on the pedal. You go up a level. You turn up whenever it's time for you to go put in that work. I know my worth. I know it ain't gonna be easy. Yeah, I know it hurt. One thing is for sure. Yeah. Until they put me in this earth. Before I ride in that hearse. I'm chasing my goals. I'm chasing my goals. Yeah. Loving the fact you're improving yourself. Decided that you would not settle. Decided that you got the drive to do it. The road got bumping your foot on the pedal. I'm chasing my goals. All right, and welcome back to another episode. If you are watching me on YouTube, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. If you are listening to me on a podcast platform, please leave me a review. Also, support the show. You can become a monthly supporter. It can either be $3, $5, $8, or $10, and you can cancel at any time. Why would you ever do that? It is greatly appreciated, and it helps me keep this thing going. But let's go ahead and jump in. Unfortunately, I cannot give you a video of myself on camera, so you're just getting the audio of this. I haven't had a chance to connect with Bobby to get back in the studio with him, but I still wanted to put out an episode because, like I always say, I think this is an important one. Let's get to it. So this is going to be a quick one. It's going to be short and sweet, short and to the point, but still a good one. So today, let's talk about how to not have, and excuse my French, a shitty day. And you're going to have to excuse my French a whole lot in this one because sometimes we just have those shitty days. We wake up and it's just going to be a bad day. And one of the things I hope people don't think about me, since I do this podcast and have a lot going on, and I have won a couple of grants, and I do theater and I'm working, people in general seem to really notice the things that I've been doing, right? And I hope I don't give off the impression that I never have a shitty day, that I wake up and be like, good day there, my friend. Top of the morning to you. It's going to be a beautiful day. Nah, some days I wake up and the day is a shitty one. And whatever the reason may be for you to wake up and have a bad day, maybe you didn't sleep good enough. Maybe you ate before you went to bed and your digestion made you have a bad night of sleep. Maybe you worried about something. Maybe your kids kept you up. Whatever the reason is, you're human. These days are going to come. But if you go through the whole day not feeling good, then you miss some opportunities along the way to turn that day around for yourself. So let's talk about how to turn that day around when you wake up and you feel like shit. The day is shitty. How to turn that into a positive one. And one of the things we should understand is that as we're on this journey, as we're working on ourselves and doing personal development and trying to go from who we have been to who we want to be, sometimes those old habits die hard. They just do. You might not feel 100%, and you might feel like you're releasing parts of yourself that you've identified with for years. And that can be challenging. You might be starting to notice that some of the people around you, people you've known a long time, are starting to be released from your life because maybe they're holding you back from becoming that person or getting to where you want to be. Or maybe you just don't vibe with who they are anymore because you ain't exactly the same person that you used to be. And through this transition of where you are and where you want to be, you might have to release some old versions of yourself. And there might be some resistance with that. As a result, you might not feel the best every day. But for whatever the reason your shitty day is, we're going to talk about how to be able to make that day better whenever it happens. And the first thing you should ask yourself, or the first thing you should think about is, how did I sleep? How much sleep did I get? What time did you go to bed last night? Did you eat a real big meal right before you went to bed? Did you wake up a bunch of times throughout the night? Think about that first. Did you have enough sleep? That's the first thing. Second thing to think about is, did you take enough time for yourself this morning? If you didn't take enough time for yourself and you don't feel 100%, that could be the reason why. You haven't even had time to be yourself, to be with yourself. Did you take some time for yourself? Did you read? Did you meditate? Did you do your morning routine? Even if it's going out on your porch and drinking a cup of coffee while you take in some sunlight. Or did you immediately wake up and go straight to your crying kids, or straight to emails, or straight to work? Do you need to wake up a little earlier to have that time for yourself, so you can read, so you can journal, to take some time for yourself? Like I said, I do my morning routine every day. I wake up, I make coffee, then I make my bed, then I say my prayers, then I make my daily routine, my daily plan for the day. And prayer is really important for me. It gives me gratitude. Because one of the main things I do when I pray is I thank God for all he done for me, for my gigs, to just keeping me when I was low or when I was broke. I thank him that I even have this fire inside me to have the audacity to go after the dreams and goals I have. And I thank him. And that is where I start my day, just feeling so grateful for where I am. Even if I ain't where I want to be ultimately, even if I don't think I've quote unquote arrived, I still have that gratitude to start my day. So that's the second thing. Did you have that time for you? How did you start your day? The next thing, after you think about sleep, after you thought about taking time for yourself, the third thing is your nutrition. What has your nutrition been today? Hell, have you eaten today? If it's in the middle of the day and you ain't eat yet, well, your blood sugar is probably low, and that can affect you. If all you had was coffee, then yes, that most definitely could be a reason you don't feel good. Are you hangry with no nutrition at all? Or did you have greasy fast food? And now you have a shitty day because your nutrition is shitty, right? Another big one is, did you drink enough water? People don't realize how drinking water is really important to how you feel. Why? Well, you already know you're made up of 70% of water. So, of course, you won't feel right if your body is digesting more toxins than water. So that's the next thing, nutrition. The next thing to think about is movement. How much movement have you had today? Have you been stagnant today? Have you been sitting in the same place all day, on the couch, at your desk? Get up. Do some jumping jacks. Too embarrassed to do jumping jacks at your desk? Stretch. Right? You can go for a walk, a jog, do a push-up, do some breathing and breath work. Get your body moving. If you've been stagnant today and your body and bones haven't done anything today, then move around. Motion is lotion, baby. If you feel tight, your muscles, your joints, then move. The more you move, the more your body is going to loosen up, because you're human, right? You are meant to move, not to sit at your desk all day, not to sit anywhere all day. And this is science. It's proven that moving your body puts you in a better mood. Walking helps with depression. Moving your body releases endorphins, which are responsible for the feeling of happiness and calmness and well-being. So figure out how to get some movement. It'll make you feel better. And this next one seems a little obvious, or not even necessarily something that you would think to do, but music. Music can really help change your mood. That music puts you in a good mood. I would even suggest making a playlist. And for me, this is very easy. I love listening to music, especially when I clean or drive. It's so therapeutic, and it literally changes my mood every time. Hell, I get mad if I'm driving and I can't have my music on. Like if somebody call me while I'm driving and they won't wrap the conversation up, and they just been talking this whole damn drive, and now I'm about to park and I didn't get the time to play my music and to bump it as loud as hell, I get annoyed. And sometimes I purposely wait till I get to my destination just to call that person back, which is probably what I should be doing in the first place. Anyway, so what are some of the songs you love? Do you dance to them? Do you twerk to them? Do you jump up and down and nod your head real hard? All of the above? Because you should. You most definitely should. Put that music on as often as possible, especially if you're having a bad day. And I don't know what kind of music you like, but the lyrics of a song can make a difference too. If the lyrics are positive and talking about happiness and talking about love and beauty, right? And if you're singing these lyrics out loud, it works like an affirmation. And by you saying it out loud, it's adding another layer of the effect of that song, and it's adding another layer that the song will have an effect on you. But 100% put on that music. The next thing to do is to think about the people around you. And this is a good one. If you don't feel good, look at who you've been hanging out with the most, or who's been in your life somehow, who you hanging out with today. Maybe you need to reassess that, right? Are these people positive? Do they make you feel good? Are they always negative? Do they complain all the time? Do they talk down to you? If you're around a lot of negativity, how can you not feel negative if you're around that all day? Can you get around more positive people? Who is that person? The ones who you really like being around, the folks that are a light for you. Can you go grab some coffee with them, a bite to eat? Can you call them? How can you get away from the negative and get around the positive? This will shift the way you feel. Not rocket science, but it's true. You know how you feel after being around that person that just has the right energy about themselves? You feel better. Way too often, we don't think about the people around us and how they can be affecting us. Can you get around more positive people? And if you can't do it physically, how about virtually? Is there a podcast that you can listen to? Is there a YouTube channel with motivational speakers? Is there an audiobook? Is there somebody out there online that makes you feel better about yourself? If you can't get around somebody in person, do it virtually. Okay, so next, let's look at your internal and your external environment. Let's look at the internal first. How are you talking to yourself today? How do you talk to yourself on a daily basis? Is it positive? Is it negative? When something happens to you, how have you been reacting to it and talking to yourself about it today? Are you reacting really negative to it? Now, boy, I used to struggle with this. If something happened to me, especially with technology, and it just ain't working or not doing what it's supposed to do or lagging or messing up, boy, I used to be cussing and fussing, and I get pissed off. And it would, for real, put me in a bad mood. But if you don't feel 100%, think about your internal world and what you've been saying to yourself and the way you've been handling things. Are you helping yourself or hurting yourself when it comes to the way you think about your current circumstances? So that's the internal. Now, the external, look around you, around your workspace. Is it messy? Is there trash all over the place? If it is, there's a good chance you feel shitty. If you live in a pigsty, then yeah, you probably will feel shitty. Clean your house. A clean house equals a clean mind. And you know that feeling when you clean up and the house is spotless and you just sit down and it just feels good. You look around, you put your feet up like, I love this feeling. So, do you need to clean up? If your house is cluttered, your mind probably is cluttered. Another external example is your body. What about your body? Well, have you showered today? A nice, hot, long shower can definitely change your mood, right? Get in that shower, put on that music. You know that's a guaranteed way to change the way you feel, at least a little bit. Also, what about what you're wearing, right? You know, I would like to think I'm a good dresser. I know how to clean up every now and then. And when you look nice, you typically feel nice. So it might be time to go in the closet, pull out that shirt that look good or those jeans that make your butt look cute. Now, don't interpret that as go buy more clothes or buy more shoes. Don't be lying on me to your significant other talking about Darius said I should go shopping to feel better. But the external, right? And we covered this earlier, but who's around you? Who's been around you today? Who did you come in contact with today? Did you wake up and get hit with a text from your mama and it stress you out? Did you open Facebook and see all the horrible stuff going on in the world? Think about the external and all the things that you consume throughout the day that could have an effect on you. The same way if you eat some greasy, overly processed fast food late at night, you're going to feel it. Your body digests it differently than your natural food. You're going to feel sluggish. And if you feed your mind a bunch of greasy, negative hamburger, social media, and negative people meals, it's going to affect you and your brain in the same way. So what are you surrounding yourself with and what are you putting in your body? So you're not going to wake up and be 100% every day. That just ain't going to happen. Nobody wakes up 100% every day. But you do have some strategies to be able to assess the day and try and turn it around for yourself. So anytime you have a shitty day, listen to this episode. And if you have that friend that has a lot of shitty days and you think they need to hear this, please send this to them. If you think other folks who follow you on social media would benefit from hearing this, share it so people can see it and get out of that bad day. You will be surprised by how many followers you got on your timeline that actually need to hear this. The bad days are going to happen. Let's not let a bad moment turn into a bad day. Let's recognize what's going on with us internally and externally and be able to make the day better, especially if the bad days get strung together and you've been having a lot of them. So that's what I got for you today. Like I said, short and sweet. Do me a favor and support the show. Become a monthly supporter. You can choose the amount, $3, $5, $8, or $10. And if you think about that, that is literally less than a cup of coffee a month. You can easily do that for your boy. All right, let's go ahead and get to this music. The song I got for you today is called Peak. Let's ride out. You know, sometimes you got to remind yourself as you're climbing up to take a second and look down and see how far you came. Enjoy the view and keep going. They telling me I got it. They tell me I'm the hottest. I don't even rap about money, drugs, or violence. I be being honest. You know I'm still modest, but I think we the hottest. And I feel like DJ Khaled, nigga, we the best. Nah, really, nigga, we the best. Nah, really, you should see this mess. Last night we had a party. You know that boy Mosley got it started. You know that boy Sap was all about it. She telling me I'm fly, got me feeling like a pilot. She kept it first class and she sat by the pilot. I can't even front here. I told her I like the spirit and dealt her my phone number. And now she be flying diamond. And I'm feeling so excited cause I'ma get it poppin'. They done let me in the guthrie. I'm feeling so accomplished. I'm feeling like I'm closer to my peak. Feel like I'm closer to my peak. But I feel like I'm never home until I'm gone. Feel like when I'm alone, I'm in my zone. And I feel like I really should pick up a phone. Sometimes I just need to be on my own. I need to call my daddy. I should call my auntie. R.I.P. my mama. That ain't how she raised me. I work so damn hard, the competition looking lazy. I work so damn hard, the competition better chase me. Okay, let's get it started. When it come to rap, it's like playing a game of tag. I'm on this mic yelling, not it, I can't be touched. They whisper criticism, can't be much. They probably jealous cause they can't keep up. Mad cause they can't be us. I wish somebody would say that. I wish somebody would say that's whack. Cause that go in the fire, get it? And speaking of fires, it's getting higher. And I'm praying that I make it past the sky. Because I'm shooting for the stars, I got a lot of ammunition. I popped another clip in. I'm proud of what I'm spitting. Took a lot of planning, went from hobby to fruition. They see me in the clouds and acknowledge that I'm gifted. Got me feeling like I'm closer to my peak. Yeah, feel like I'm closer to my peak. It ain't as easy as it look, but we gon' celebrate, pour my cup. Cheers to being overlooked, to being overbooked. But won't give up, cause I got close, but I ain't close enough. It's time to hold my nuts, and I got coconuts. I put my feelings on the page, they already read me like an open book. I should be endorsed by my feelings, cause I wear them on my sleeve. So take a look at me, and tell me what you see. Cause I look in the mirror and I see a fucking tree, started as a mustard seed, oh yeah. And please excuse my long toast. I don't mean to brag, I don't mean to boast. Not on Google Maps, but I know I'm getting close. I'm closer to my peak. I don't mean to brag, I don't mean to boast. Not on Google Maps, but I know I'm getting close. I'm closer to my peak. I'm closer to my peak.